welcome to a new video. Yesterday, Apple released 15.2.1 iOS, which is available for iPhone 6s to iPhone 13 all models, and it's also available everywhere around the globe, like all over in the world. It's available. And if you do not see this update, I will show you. If you go in settings and you go to general and then you go to software update, and if you still don't see it, try to turn off automatic update, like turn it off, and then you should be able to see. Like I already updated this one on iPhone 12, and I can show you the build number. If you go and click here, 15.2.1, as you can see, the build number is 19C63. So it's pretty small build number, which reflects that this is a small update anyway. It's not a huge update in size as well. And especially when Apple releases the update with two dots, like 15.2.1, so there are 2 points. So that means that only couple things have been addressed or few issues have been resolved. It's not a huge update. And also with this this software 15.2.1 did not have any beta testing whatsoever, and this is the reason that I just said the 15.2.1. So 2 points, that means like 1 or 2 things have been resolved, and I'll talk about those couple of things in this video. Before I start, just I want to thank you for people who already subscribed this channel, and I really appreciate their comments and everything. And if you have not subscribed, please go ahead and do it. Now, I just showed you the build number, and Apple also released iPadOS 15.2.1, but did not release new software for Apple Watch or Apple TV. And Apple also released 15.3 beta 2, and I made video a couple of days ago on that. And if you haven't watched it yet, I'll leave the link in the description. The first thing I'll talk about is about iMessage. So there was a bug in iMessage or message, like when you send or receive an iCloud link, photo was not loading properly, which is the major bug fix in this iOS 15.2.1. So I experienced myself on iPhone 13 Pro, the sending or receiving link, the photo was not loading. But for some reason on iPhone XS Max, which is this phone right here, I did not have that problem. So that bug was not for all the models, but only for certain models. And secondly, the third-party Apple CarPlay apps were not responding properly. That issue has been resolved as well. And beside that, if you go to settings, and then you go to iPhone general and iPhone storage, as you can see, it's loading right away, and it's showing the correct number of like GB. It's 64 GB device, and it's showing I've only used 11 GB. So that means it's showing the correct numbers. But before, some people reported it was showing the wrong numbers. If the device is 64 GB and it was showing 67 GB out of 64 had been used. So I can see that issue has been resolved. I was having that problem on XS Max as well as on iPhone X, but now it's showing the correct numbers. And also it was taking forever to load, and which is now okay. Like as soon as you click on it, as you can see, general, iPhone storage, and boom, right there. So at least this issue has been resolved. And another thing that Apple updated in this particular update is a HomeKit. So if you see impact, like processing a maliciously crafted HomeKit accessory name may cause a denial of service. and a source exhaustion issue was addressed with this improved input validation. So I'm reading from an Apple website. It says about iOS 15.2.1 and iPadOS 15.2.1. So the security issue has been resolved as well. And there is not much, as I said earlier, like in this update, there's not much to talk about. Only a few things were addressed, and I already talked about those two things. And other than that, it's running fine on older devices. I checked on 8 Plus, and I also using it on Access Max. And if you go in storage, general and iPhone storage, so as you can see, it's almost loading right away. And this device is 64 GB as well, and it's showing the correct numbers here. And I've experienced on a 128 GB was showing like 160 GB is free out of 128 GB. So that issue has been resolved, which is good. And that's it for today. There, as I said, there's not much to talk about, and I'll be making another video next week.